when you speak, there are some situations that can cause some friction in what you say, which can result in choppiness, it can result in blocking breath, it can result in many of the things that we talk about that can make you a less effective speaker. And so today what we're going to do, we're going to be talking about some techniques and some key places that you need to be paying attention to when you talk, so that way you can make sure that you can transition from sound to sound in a way that is not disruptive, can actually result in a much more pleasant experience for you, but also for your listeners. Guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to The Express. This is our show here on the Forward channel where we take a look at poems and we talk about different techniques to do that we can use in our own daily lives to become better communicators. And to guide you in this process, there is me. Hello, my name is Jeff. I'm going to bring up our text for today. We're looking at a poem by Frank O'Hara that is titled By the Day Lady Died. And we're specifically going to focus on a sound that's called the fast D or the flap T sounds. These are going to be situations when you have, for instance, like a vowel plus a T plus a vowel, like in a word like city. Notice that we don't say city, but we also don't say city. We say it as city with a very weak, fast, light D sound. So it's a little flick. This can also happen when you have a T plus an L, like in a word like little. Little, so we don't say little. We also don't say little. We say little, little. And lastly, this can happen when you have an R plus a T and a vowel. So for instance, a word like party or a word like 40. So again, we don't say party, we don't say 40, we don't say party, we don't say 40. We say party, and we say 40. Okay, so this is going to be the big thing that we're going to be working on today. And then join me in this journey into fast D sounds, flap T sounds. We have a couple people. Alyssa's joining us. What's up, Alyssa? And then we also have Ganshim as well. Hello to you both. Hope you are doing well. So to do our exercises for today, I have a couple, just like the opening lines to the poem. And in case you can't see it or in case you're listening to us, that's okay. Because all I need you to do is I need you to give me a number, and then I'm going to tell you what to say if you can't see it. Or if you can't see it, you can read it for me. Alyssa, I'm going to start with you. Okay, and I'm going to give you a choice of 4 options. Okay, you can say 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pick your poison.
2.
2, okay. So our phrase is going to be 3 days after Bastille Day. Can you say that for me? 3 days after Bastille Day.
3 days after Bastille Day.
Okay. Can you say that a little faster?
3 days after Bastille Day.
Okay. And so we have a couple of these situations where we get some D sounds in here, right? We have like days. Okay. Can you say 3 days for me? 3 days.
3 days.
Okay. And the way you're saying it is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. You have another option. What we could also do is we can get this D sound even lighter if we wanted. And to start just to see this, so what I want you to do, I want you to just take off that D sound on days, okay? Can you just say 3 A's? 3 A's?
3 A's. 3 A's.
Good. Can you say it like 3 times? Like 3 A's, 3 A's, 3 A's?
3 A's, 3 A's, 3 A's.
Perfect. Okay. So now what I want you to do, I want you to say 3 A's, no D. Then I want you to say 3 days with the D. And then I want you to say 3 A's again. So it's going to sound something like this. 3 A's, 3 days, 3 A's.
Okay, I'll try. 3 A's, 3 days, 3 days, 3 A's. Ha! 3 A's, 3 days, 3 days. No! 3 A's, 3 days, 3 A's, 3 days. It's so hard.
It is okay. This is purely an exercise. Obviously, this isn't necessarily how we're going to talk in real life, but this could be an exercise that you can do if you're saying, if you're ever saying a phrase. Right now, again, we're focusing on like this, like fast D, flap T sound. But if you're ever in a situation where you're saying some words and you're like, man, I keep tripping up on the consonant sounds, or man, these consonant sounds are really kind of chopping up what I say. This can be an exercise. Just take the consonants away and then add them back in. It's like 3 A's, 3 days, 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 3 A's, 3 days. Can you try doing that?
Is it like I'm flicking the D, like my tongue? Like,
okay. What a great question. So it can be, but one of the things you may find is if you flick your tongue hard, what's going to happen is you might get a lot of friction. It's like 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. So that's kind of a lot of movement, and that might In my opinion, it's actually going to make things more challenging. So what I would actually say is, hey, that tip of your tongue, that very front of your tongue, I would just
Yeah.
glue it to your bottom front tooth. Just like hold it there. It's like 3 A's, 3 A's, 3 A's, 3 A's, 3 A's, 3 A's. Just try to hold your tongue there as best you can.
Okay. All right. I'm holding my tongue right now.
Perfect.
All right. 3 A's, 3 days, 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 3
Yeah,
days,
yeah,
3 days, 3 days.
yeah. I'll be honest. Even right now, just doing that, I'm hearing a little bit less friction. That D sound is a little softer than where we started. I don't know if it felt that way to you, but that's what I'm hearing.
It felt like I was always saying 3 A's without the D.
So here's the thing. When we speak, we don't need to speak perfect. In fact, speaking perfectly is oftentimes the cause of an accent. We just need to speak good enough. That's all we need. We just need to be good enough. Because our listener isn't really listening to what we say. Our listener is only listening to enough of what we say that they can guess the rest. You know, it's kind of like your listener is kind of like autocomplete on Google. Like, as long as you're just saying things that are close enough to what your listener is searching for, they're going to guess the rest. You know, it's like when I'm typing things on Google, I don't even need to finish typing anything. Like, Google is going to try to guess what I'm searching for. That's how our listener is too. So as long as like I say, oh, I did it like 3 days ago. I didn't actually say I did it 3 days ago. I said I did it 3 days ago. But my listener, what they're going to hear is it wouldn't make sense to say I did it 3 A's ago. That doesn't make any sense. So your listener, just based on context, is going to hear 3 days ago, even though you really only said 3 days ago. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Because of the vowels? Is it because of the vowels?
Yeah, I mean, your listener is listening for vowel sounds. Your listener is also, when we talk, we're not really using original language, right? All the words we say have already been put together before. It's rare when you say something that's a completely new sentence that's never been said before. That's very rare. Okay. So what our listener is doing is they're trying to like put what you're saying into the box of things they've heard before. So some of that's with the vowel sounds, but then some of it's also just the combinations. Your listener probably has never heard the phrase, I did it 3 days ago. They've probably never heard that before. But what they have heard before is they have heard that phrase, I did it 3 days ago. So just based off of that,
Okay.
and these things happen in any language. This is not unique to English. This is also in your guys' first languages as well. This is why we don't need to be perfect. We just need to be good enough. We need to fit what our listener expects. And as long as we fit what our listener expects, we're good. So the good news is that it's very liberating. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to be good enough. Okay. The bad news is that from a language learning perspective, that's really scary because we're used to saying things very perfectly and neatly. And I'm trying to tell you, we gotta throw some dirt onto the painting to make it a better painting. Okay. I want you to try. Can you do that? I want you to do that exercise one more time, okay? And then we're going to do another similar one. Okay. Can you say 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was Gutson's turn.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
I'll get to him. Don't worry. We got time.
3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days.
Okay. I'm going to make this a little longer now. So after 3 days, we had the word after. After as another one of those situations. With this consonant, then a T and a vowel. Okay, and that's going to make, again, a fast E sound. So like, we're not going to say after. We're not going to say after. We're going to say after. After, after, after. Can you do that for me? After, after, after.
It sounded like the T's missing. After.
Okay. Keep in mind, so our whole phrase, the whole phrase we're going to say is like 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day.
Yeah.
Your stress is on Bastille. We
3
don't
days
need
after the
things that sound perfect. Okay? Because the stress is going to be on Bastille. That means after is going to be reduced. It's like 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. Do you want to try saying that?
3 days after the Bastille Day. 3 days. Oh my god! It sounds like I'm murmuring. 3 days after the Bastille Day. Bastille Day? What?
Bastille Day.
Bastille Day.
Yep.
Bastille
Bastille
Day.
Day. The French holiday. Yeah.
3 days
Okay.
after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after. 3 days after Bastille Day.
Because here's the thing. If you keep these firmer D sounds, what you're going to end up saying is like 3 days after Bastille Day, which is one, it's noticeably slower. It's clearer, but I wouldn't necessarily call it very fluid. 3 days after Bastille Day versus 3 days after Bastille Day. Hear the difference?
Yes. Yes. It's a lot
Okay.
smoother.
It's going to be a lot smoother. Because the reality is I don't need to say after Bastille. I just need to say after Bastille. What am I even saying? What am I actually even saying? I'm like, ever. What is ever? I did ever. What does that even mean? It's not even a word, right? But
Yeah.
your listener doesn't care because your listener's brain is going to be like, well, after isn't really a word, but after is a word, and that kind of sounds like after, so that's the closest thing. So your listener is going to hear after, even though it's not really what you're saying. 3 is after Bastille Day. 3 is after Bastille Day. 3 is after Bastille Day. Do you want to try again?
3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. Oh, let me try that thing you
So
said.
what I'm hearing when you're saying that, it's very, don't get me wrong, what you're saying is fine. There's nothing wrong with the way you're saying it. If the goal is to have a more fluid sound, those D's are getting in the way. You're kind of saying 3 days after Bastille Day, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's clear, it's understandable, has the pitch movement and stuff like that. But if you want the sound even smoother, then these D sounds are going to have to weaken. So instead of saying 3 days after Bastille Day, it becomes 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day.
3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day.
Can you say after me? Ever.
After.
Right? Ever. 3 is ever. 3 is ever. 3 is ever. 3 is ever. Just do the vowels. Like E-A-R, 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 E-A-R.
Ear. Ear.
Yeah.
Ear.
And then what you can do, just like we said before, you just did the vowels, now we got the consonants back in. E-A-R, 3 is ever. E-A-R, 3 is ever. 3-A-R, 3 is ever. E-A-R, 3 is ever.
3 days. 3 days after. 3 days after. 3 days after. I like right now. I'm just smiling. I'm trying to like not.
That's not a bad thing. The straight having the straight lips actually can be very helpful. It may be helpful to add in Bastille as well with the stress because it's going to pop. Like it's like 3 is out of Bastille. 3 is out of Bastille. Yeah, I really do. 3 is out of Bastille. Yeah, I really do. 3 is out of Bastille. Yeah, I really do. 3 is out of Bastille.
3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 after Bastille Day. 3 after Bastille Day.
I definitely want you to continue practicing.
I didn't know what I was saying. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. Bastille Day.
One of the things that's happening, the last thing I'll say before I move to gotcha. Right now, your syllables are very balanced. You're like 3 days after, 3 days after, 3 days after. See how every syllable is kind of like the same weight? In general, English is going to try to avoid that. So some syllables are going to be try to be a little faster. It's like 3 days after, 3 days after, 3 days after. Notice that my 3 is a little longer than my days after part. 3 days after, 3 days after, 3 days after, 3 days after. And then when we get to Bastille, then we go long. 3 days after, Bastille Day. 3 days after, Bastille Day. 3 days after, Bastille Day. 3 days after, Bastille Day.
3 days after Bastille Day. 3 after Bastille Day. 3 days after 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day.
So as you're practicing this, some things I'll keep in mind. Some of that syllable weight. Right now you're very balanced. I would try to disrupt the balance. English doesn't really like it when things are too regular. Okay. And just try to go vowel to vowel to vowel. 3 is after. 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 Okay. And I really can't emphasize enough that the way you're saying it right now is perfectly fine too. All I'm doing is saying, hey, if you want to sound even more fluid, you want to, for instance, I don't know, sometimes when people are, you ever like watch a movie I was going to say with subtitles on, or like listen to a movie, but that may not apply here. Sometimes what happens if someone's watching this and you guys do watch movies, and you watch movies with the subtitles so you can see the text, one of the things you may see sometimes is that you hear a character say something, and then you look at the subtitles and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that that's what they said. Can't even hear it. This is part of the reason why, because they're doing the things we're talking about right now.
Okay.
Alyssa, any questions about anything we just talked about?
So when you said that they're perfectly balanced, it means I lack contrast?
I was specifically referring to the syllable weight. So English is stress time, right?
Yeah.
So that means that some syllables are going to be faster than others. Otherwise, I become syllable timed. Otherwise, I become syllable timed. Do you hear the difference?
Right.
Okay. Native speakers in general don't talk like that in English. You do talk like that in other languages. Some languages you have to talk like that. English is not one of those.
So it has to do with speed.
Some
Just like
syllables are
speed.
going to have to be longer than others.
Right. Okay.
Like if I say like right, right. So notice that the first syllable is longer than the second. Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other questions before I move down to Gachi?
No, just a comment. Thanks for opening my ears. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
You're good. Listen for this stuff. Listen, there are plenty of native speakers that speak very clearly and use less reductions. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with not doing this. However, you will also find, like myself, I reduce lots of things. So this can be helpful to add to the toolbox.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. All right, I'm going to drop down to Gachim. Gachim, are you with us?
Yeah, I will choose 3.
You choose number 3. Okay, can you read number 3 for me?
It is 1959. I go get a shoe shine because I'll get off the
Okay.
419 in S.
I'll stop you right as shoe shine. All right, so again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just look out for fast D, flap T sounds. Gachim, where do you think there are some of those fast D linking opportunities? Do you see any?
Get a shoe shine.
Okay, so we had the phrase get a shoe shine. Great. Do you see any others?
It is
Okay, it is. You want to watch out for that short I sound. So it's not eat, it's it. We're not eating it. It's it. Okay. Do you see any others?
get up.
You mentioned that one. So we have geta, we have it is. Any others?
The word and
And I, okay. Could use some fasty link in there. It's true.
59, 59.
Yeah, 59, 59. Okay, great. So we got a lot of potential opportunities to practice this. Okay? So I'm just going to break down some simple units. We're going to do the same exercise we just did with Alyssa. There's nothing new. I have nothing new to show you. It's just practice. Okay. So we have the phrase it is. Okay. It is has 2 short I sounds. Okay. Can you do 2 short I's for me? Can you just do like eh, eh? Try to have a little bit more separate, just a touch more separation between them. Eh, eh, eh. Okay, and what I want you to do, same exercise. Okay, so we're just going to do that. Then we're going to add the consonants back in. Can you do like it is, it is, it is?
It is.
I'm going to pause you right there. Your vowel is shifting. I really need you to watch this in the replay because what's happening is when you're saying by itself, it sounds fine. As soon as you're adding that, that fast D sound, you're getting closer to an E sound. It's like your it almost becomes E. You have to be careful. I want the same short I sound. It is, it is, it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's still shifting. Part of that could be because you're not giving enough space to your vowel. Give more space to your vowel. Don't cut your vowel just because you're adding a fast D sound. It's like it is, it is, it is.
It is, it is.
So out of that group of three you did, the first one was better. The second and the third, you're cutting in your vowel a little bit. So just kind of watch out for that. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
can you say the phrase "it is" 3 times for me? It is. It is. It is.
It is, it is, it is, it is, it is, it is.
I think one thing you'll hear be different between mine and yours, maybe Alyssa can confirm, is my fast D sound is softer. Yours is a bit firmer on the transition. It's the difference between doing like it is, it is, it is, and it is, it
Yeah.
is, it is. Do you hear the difference?
Yeah, yeah.
You can go softer.
Yeah. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is, it is.
In general, I didn't like that very last one you did, but the ones before that I liked better. Okay. What's another one that you pointed out? Oh, so we have 59. Okay, so 50. Again, we have an I sound and an E sound. It's kind of a tricky combination. Can you just do that for me? It's like A, A.
A, A, A,
Good. Like your last one. I did not like your first one. Your placement went pretty high on that E sound. So again, we don't want E, we want A. Okay.
A,
A.
A.
Okay. Can you say A50, A50, A50?
A50.
Okay, let's try saying 50 3 times. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Ooh. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening really quick. You're closing off your vowel, your placement's high, your throat's a little tight. It's like you're losing your short I sound. You're just like f versus fifth, 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 fifth. Can you say fifth for me? Fifth,
I
fifth,
feel
fifth.
my fifth,
Uh huh. Then put an E sound after that. Can you say fifth E?
50,
Hang on. I didn't say a
50,
D sound. Just an E sound after. Fifth E.
50,
Yeah, just do that a couple times. Fifth E, fifth E, fifth E.
50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Yeah, and now we can alternate. Let's add the D in there. Okay, it's like fifth E, 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 fifth E. Try that.
50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Yeah, I'd still like that fast D to be a little weaker. Fifth E, fifth E, fifth E, fifth E, fifth E, fifth E.
50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Okay. Can you say it is 1950? 1959 is 1959 is 1959 is
It
1959
is
is
1959.
1959.
It is 1959. It is 1959. It is 1959. It is 1959.
The it is a little choppy, and then the 19, you need to give more space to your vowels. Can you say it is 19? It is 19?
It
It
is,
is 19?
it is 19. It is 19. It is 19. It is 19.
Go a little softer on the it is part. More breath. Weaker on the D. It is.
It is. It
Yeah, it is
is.
19.
It is 19.
That's a bit better. It is 1959. Is
It is.
1959. Is
It is
1959.
1959. It is 1959. It is 1959.
Okay. A quick note that it is part I'd still work on because that D is still a little, it's causing a little bit of friction.
Yeah.
Let's do one more combination with this fast E flap T sound. Let's do get a. Can you say eh? So the eh sound like in
Eh,
best. Eh.
eh,
Okay. And then we have a schwa after it. So you have an uh.
eh, uh,
Just do that a couple times.
uh,
I'm gonna pause you there. I'm gonna pause you there. You're shifting your vowel. Careful. I'm not hearing I'm hearing ah. That's a different sound. That's the difference between like get and gas. Okay, the two different vowels. Okay, so it's not ads. Okay, so again, Better, a little inconsistent. I didn't like the last two. I like the first two better. Okay. So now we can add the fast E sound back in. Can you do like gotta? Can you do that?
Gotta.
Okay, can you say gotta a couple times? It's like gotta.
Gotta, gotta.
And like I was telling Alyssa earlier, you keep that tip of your tongue down against your bottom front tooth. Just glue it there. Ga.
Gotta.
Still hearing a bit of friction on that D. You could even soften that more if you want. Gotta.
Gotta.
Better. I think you can still weaken it even more if you want. Gotta.
Gotta.
hmm Take off the fast D sound. Let's just do the vowel. It's like ga. No fast D. Ga.
Gotta.
Yeah. First of all, I need you to understand that your listener, if you say that to your listener, they're going to hear getta. That's what they're going to hear. Okay, just a note. Um, but can you say that again? Let's add the fast D back in. It's like gotta.
Gotta.
That's better. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the whole phrase really quick, Gotcham. It's like, it's 9:59 and I go get a shoe shine. It's 9:59 and I go get a shoe shine. It's 9:59 and I go get a shoe shine.
Yeah, it is 1959, and I get a shoe shine. It is 1959. I go get a shoe shine. It is 1959, and I go get a shoe shine.
Okay. I would like you to practice that. I try to smooth it out because right now it's a little bit choppy. You're kind of giving me these like 2-3 word sequences. Okay. You can do this
Yeah,
with two thought groups, but
it's a little tricky.
with practice though. Okay. Because again, as always, the
Yeah,
goal, why are we doing this at all? The only reason we're doing this is because, again, American English focuses so much on vowel sounds. We're trying to get from vowel to vowel to vowel. That's why we're doing this. This is why we do the fast D sound. I do need to head out in a moment, but Alyssa or Gotcham, do either of you have a question for me about anything that we just did?
what is the uh, yeah.
Go ahead, Gotcha.
Okay, Gotcham, then
uh,
Alyssa? Yeah.
what is that? A Stumpton,
Oh, East Hampton?
under
It's a neighborhood.
exam.
It's in New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a neighborhood. East Hampton. Alyssa?
Yeah,
What
so
is the
3 days.
Bastille Day? Bastille Day
Bastille Day is a holiday. It's a French holiday.
holiday.
hmm Alyssa?
So 3 days, is it like when I say Fridays?
Yeah,
3
same
days.
principle. Yeah, 3 days, Friday. 3 days, Friday. Same idea.
And I was also thinking of like what do you call it again? I'm blanking out the terms. Like pitch is 3 days after. After it's the article the right after.
So like
It
it's like
goes
3 days after
down.
Bastille.
Oh,
So
there's no.
there's no article. No
Oh,
article.
okay, my bad.
Yeah, 3 days after Bastille. It's like 3 days after Bastille. 3 days after Bastille.
So after best, that goes even further down after her.
Like from a pitch
After,
perspective.
yeah.
So from a pitch perspective, like if the thought group is 3 days after Bastille Day, so that's my thought group. If I'm stressing the word Bastille, okay. So what I can generally expect this to do pitch wise. So I have this thought group 3 days after Bastille Day. Stress is on Bastille. But we need to be even more specific than that because in Bastille there's 2 syllables. So is the stress on the first syllable or the second syllable when I say Bastille?
Deal?
Yeah, it's on steel. Okay. So that means steel is going to be a place where I go up in pitch. That means that everything before that needs to go down in pitch. It's like 3 days after. And then remember, right before stress, you want to take an extra step down. 3 days after Bastille. 3 days after
Yeah.
Bastille Day.
So yeah, that's what I was trying to ask. After the word, no, the word. Sorry. I'm on my table. Sorry for banging.
You're good. No, you're good.
So after is the word best. So best goes even lower, and then you
Bass
go way
is,
out.
Yep. You don't have to go crazy. So part of the reason that we drop in pitch before a stress is so that we don't have to go crazy up in pitch. You just need to go up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Okay.
after Bastille Day. So like I could actually say Bastille at a lower pitch than after. All I need to do to show stress is just go up a little bit in pitch. That's all I need. Just a little bit. After Bastille Day. After Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day. 3 days after Bastille Day.
3 days after Bastille Day. Okay, I'll need some more practice on the lightening the D's and the T's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have fun with it. Again, none of this is necessary. You can keep firmer D sounds and things like that. This is just something that can help add some fluency and keep your linking stronger in your breath moving from vowel to vowel. That's where this can be helpful.
That's also my problem is the linking, like how to make it even smoother.
Just like how you said, how do I get? You just did it right there. How do I get?
Really?
How do I get? Yeah, how do I get?
I'm aware of it.
Yep. You didn't say how do I get? No, you said how do I get? How to.
Ah.
It's right there.
Sometimes when I'm explaining things.
A lot of this stuff we already do. It's just I'm giving you a name for it, and now we're trying to do it with intention instead of just doing it casually. That's the thing.
Because my problem is like in terms of like linking, it's when I'm explaining things. When when my speaking gets longer and longer, I tend to sound flat and pause, like awkwardly pausing just to find the right words.
Well, maybe instead of awkwardly pausing, you can confidently pause. Have you tried that?
No, but I'll try.
Don't run away from the pause. Run towards the pause.
Okay. Embrace the pause.
Embrace it. Our weaknesses are our greatest strengths. Believe it or not. All right, I do have to run, guys. Think about this stuff. Practice this stuff. Get in touch. If you're looking, for anyone looking for more practice with exercises like this, or practice getting feedback for yourself, again, I would encourage you to check out our MagnaLab program because we're doing exercises like this. You know, people are making recordings. We're analyzing it. We're talking about ways to help it sound even more natural. You can find out more information about that at fluentamerican.com/MagnaLab. Alyssa and Ganchim, thank you both for hanging out with me.
One second. Where I can find channel,
Ganchim, connection kind of dropped a bit. Can you say that one more time or type it for me?
yeah, where I can find this live stream, poetry channel or any other channel.
So this stream is on the Forward channel. So youtube.com/@goforward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Alyssa, Ganchim, thank you both for hanging out with me. I will see you all later, okay?
All right.